Hey guys, how are you going? It's Ciarain here from Leapfrog Fight TV for episode 5 of Between the Rounds. Joining me is previously ranked UK number 6 at 63 kilos, Amro Ghanem. How you doing, my brother?
I'm alright, how are you?
It's been a while.
Yeah, man. How you been?
Oh, fantastic, brother, fantastic. I've been looking forward to this day a lot.
Same, man. Same.
So, why I'm looking forward to this day so much is previously me and Amro used to train together back in the day. Probably back, what, 2015, 2016?
About 10 years, almost 10 years ago. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy time. We were both younger back then, young face, baby face.
Definitely.
But look, I mean, with the journey of Between the Rounds, getting to know all the fighters, and Amro has a very cool story. Obviously, he's from Italy as well, and has travelled around the world. Muay Thai has taken him to some fantastic places. So Amro, like with everyone, I want to start off, why and where did it all start?
So I would say why is because I was too lonely in the UK, I would say. Because when I first got here, I couldn't even say hi in English, nothing, no English. So I had zero friends. I used to live with Italians. Used to be a bit cracked out all the time. You know how it gets. You're a bit lonely.
100.
Taking a bit of drugs, like having fun, party. And then it was just a deep hole.
Yeah.
You know, working in a restaurant as a kitchen porter, so washing dishes all day, going home, smoking, watching Netflix, repeat again every day. So one day I was sat at frat in Holborn and there is a gym box opposite. So I went inside and you guys were sparring there. So back then you probably were already there.
Yeah.
So I've seen you lot sparring and I was like, fuck, I want this. And I just joined gym box, I started doing the classes and yeah, the rest is history, man.
It's crazy because I look back at the time like holding hands for each other and you started at Team 2 and seeing you now where you are, obviously 19 fights deep in the game and obviously a known face in it now. It's like, it's crazy how the time has progressed, but where you've come from as a fighter, you know, coming over from Italy, hitting London, the big smoke, which is a very kind of nervously kind of place to start off. Do you know what I mean? Fuck yeah. And like, so with Muay Thai and where it's taken you, from where you started to where you are now, what's the journey been like?
I think it's been a real journey. I could have never expected that. Like, I wasn't imagining this. I always knew I want to be somebody in my life or do something or make the difference, but I never really expected it to be in sport. As a kid, I was just a lazy bastard. Like, I was really lazy. I wasn't committing to stuff for often. I just wanted easy money and quick all the time. So I wasn't committing to any jobs or nothing like that. So where it takes me, I'm just so grateful and blessed. It's like, it wasn't expected to go. I wasn't expected to come this far. And yeah, now I'm just really happy with it.
Yeah. So I remember like when we first started, you were getting the grips of a lot of things and it was like that balance of, right, am I going to push hard as a fighter or am I going to try and live life normally?
Yeah, definitely. You know? I used to always, when I first got in the UK, my dream was to become a general manager of a restaurant, right? Because obviously my dad is a chef. So I come from like, I grew up in restaurants, like watching my dad work hard. Until today, my dad still works mad hours, 19 hours a day. He's 60, he's crazy, loves the job. But that was my dream at start. Then I met Muay Thai and it was like a missing bit of a puzzle. And then when I found it, it would just fit perfectly. Because I just couldn't do 19 hours a day. You know, like, you do it because you're hungry, you just need the money. You're starving, you have no friends, no parents. If you don't go to work, no one's gonna pay your rent. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you just need to shut up and be tough, get on with it. So that's how I felt when I was 18 and I first came here. I used to cry every fucking day. I used to regret the fact that I came to London. But the only reason why I stayed is because everyone in Italy was betting money that I'm gonna come back because they knew how lazy I was. They knew I wasn't made to work. Like, they thought, this guy ain't gonna last. And those are my best friends. And now they come and watch me fight and stuff, and they can't believe it. They still can't believe it. And we've been friends maybe 20 years with these people. Like, do you know?
I think you find that at the start you call them like naysayers or people that don't believe in you, but really it's like, if you look deep into it, it's like that little bit of motivation that you need to kind of keep turning up and go, right, fuck it, I ain't going home.
Yeah.
I ain't going home and did something, or I've done something. Yeah. And to go back and be like, look, I've done this, and I'm going to go back again and do more.
That's why I think in 2019, it was my first ever fight in Milan. So I got called in a show, and I went to fight, and it was my first ever time my dad came and watched me fight, ever. He never seen me. I won, and as I got down, I start walking towards my friend and my dad, and I see them all celebrating me. And I left Italy as a crackhead, do you know, like, and then coming back, I just started crying. I couldn't believe it. I hugged my dad. I just kept crying and crying because I just was like, fuck, I've worked hard and look where it got me to. Just the fact that people, not money-wise, nothing. It's just the fact that people love you for what you did. That's it. It's not about the money. It's not about the jewelry. It's nothing about this. It's where you live, nothing. It's just about the love that people have for you. That's what really gives it to me in this sport. The love of people is mad.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And it's like, kind of like, you said when you left Italy, obviously in your words, you said you're like a crackhead, but then coming back and your hands being raised in the ring in front of your family. And they're looking at two different Amros, but the same Amro.
Definitely.
You know?
I always said there's two people in me. I always said it, but now I can control the other one. Like, I always had two people in myself. But people say, oh, bipolar, blah, blah, blah. I'm not, bro. It's like, I know I live with two of me, in me. But it's just very different. Like now, the more mature you get, the more you can calm that devil in you. But back then, I could never handle it. It was too much. The old Amro was just fucking crazy.
Would you? Yeah, he was. He was. Trust me. The old Amro was the fucking blind.
Definitely.
But, all right, going on from that, you said obviously there's two sides to you, which there is for most fighters. You know, you've got kind of the calm, soft one. Would you say that you've mastered the art of bringing out that other Amro when you step in through the ropes? Or would you say that's a mixture of both of them?
I actually mastered how to don't bring it up.
Cool.
Because you know what? Bringing it up make me lose my head. And if I lose my head, I'll lose the fight.
Good, good.
So I learned how to control the other Amro and let it out just when I need to, like kind of control the aggression, if you know what I mean. Like you, and then be aware of what's going on. Before I just wasn't aware, I just swing like street fight, you know, like you come in, you just want to knock them out. And actually, I never knocked out anyone until I actually never thought about knocking out someone. This last fight, I wasn't planning to knock out the guy. I just came back from a surgery. I wasn't really planning to knock out anyone. I just went, I said, let me have fun. And boom, that's it, it happened. Just, I don't know, it's since I started to control the old Amro, the better version of Amro came out.
Nah, very good. But you work, as you said, you want to work alongside with both of them. You don't want to lose yourself too much inside it. But then when you're calm, as you said, knockouts flow, they come.
Yeah.
Because you in your calmest state will pick them apart when they're in their nervous state.
That's
right. It's almost like a competition for who's the calmest. Yeah. But with that devil mindset of, right, when I get that gap, I've got to close.
That's it, yeah, 100.
So speaking of fights, obviously you've 19 fights. 14 out of those wins, 4 out of them losses, and 1 of them draws. So it's a very good record, very strong record.
Happy with it.
2-time British or English champion. Yeah, 1 MTGP. And 1, what is it, WMFC champion.
Yeah.
Okay, it's still championships, you know what I mean? And the thing is about your style, which I want to talk a little bit now, is coming into fighting. You started off, as you said, very strong and aggressive and probably trying to find your footing a little bit. Whereas to now, your style is very beautiful. You can work technical, but you can also work on him. Yeah. And I've seen you get cut in fights, big cuts, and none of that ever bothers you.
Definitely.
So styles make fights. Can you explain to me your style? What kind of style did you choose to adapt?
I think I'm a Muay Thai fighter. I like to think, I like IQ, I like chess. But if it comes down to deep waters, I'll drown you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I love technical fights. I love being smart. I love showing my skills. But I also know that I have a demon in me. Like, if it had to come out, it will come out. That's it. Like, that's what I think is the best way to describe my style.
Yeah.
I just love to see what my opponent has and stuff like that. But then if I feel like it's getting sticky, then I just put gear 4. Gear 4. From gear 1, gear 4, then gear 5, yeah. Whoa.
So what would your preferred way to be like if you've got a 5-round fight? Do you like to kind of have that usual first round, second round feel, or would you come more into it in the first and second round straight
I
away?
always think like, it's not really up to me, it's up to my opponent what he does. Like, look, if I see an opening, I'm gonna go for it. Round 1, I'm not here, I'm not getting paid per time, bro. Do you know what I mean? If I knock him out in 10 seconds or I knock him out in the 5th, it doesn't matter really, do you know what I mean? So, if I see an opening in round 1, I'll go for it. If I see an opening in round 5, I'll go for it. Like, it's like, it's all about what happens in the moment. You know how it gets, innit?
No, it's true. And like, I think that's a very vital part of carrying us. Go back to the demon side, carrying both sides, almost the angel and the demon, carrying both of them into the ring. Because it's mostly you want to be technical and beautiful and looking good for the camera. At the same time, the minute you see that, you can't let it go. You don't get paid for overtime.
Exactly.
No, that's fucking good words. I like that. So, touching back, you did mention about your injury and that you had quite a while out of the ring.
Yeah.
Can you explain to us in further detail how the injury was and how you overcome that now coming back into training?
Yeah. So this surgery has been going on for years. So I had a dislocation in my shoulder at the start. So they did a keyhole surgery. And that was about 4 years ago. Then I went back fighting. For about a year, everything was going really smooth. Then it popped out again. Before my last fight for the British title against Dylan Exmo, it popped out in February, and my fight was in April. So I decided to treat it, keep strengthening. I didn't want to pull out. So I ended up with the help of Ciarain, my osteopath. She's amazing. She really helped me. We got through it, kept strengthening it. Won the fight, but that was in 2022. So I kept fighting all this time with basically one arm, because generally it was popping out every 2 weeks. And I would go back to my osteopath. She would tell me, take a week off, strengthen it. We'll go again, boom, within a month, bang, pop out again. That's why in clinching I've been really struggling, because every time you go like that, boom, it will pop out. So I was so concerned in the fights to when I get into the clinch, I didn't really want to work, because if I pop my hand in and they push it up, boom, and it pops out, then I will lose the fight. It will be finished. So I decided to go and get an MRI, and it was demolished, man. Like, I broke a bone. Like, the man was telling me, like, if the surgeon said that if I wasn't a sportman and that I was training so much, basically my shoulder will be popping out by lifting up a bottle of water. That's how loose it was in there. So we did a surgery where they had to take a bone off my collarbone and move it to the front of my shoulder and put some screws. Yeah. So now it's locked like that. So the shoulder can never pop out.
Yeah.
And the recovery time was about 18 months. But that was only 7 months ago. So in my head, I just had to push. If you go watch my documentary on YouTube, The Comeback, you see episode 1, 2, and 3, where we explain the full journey of every step we did to get in the ring as fast as possible. Obviously, I was surrounded by amazing people, amazing doctors, amazing S&C coach. Everyone were really on it. And when everyone works together to get you where you want to be, that's how you can go so fast. It's just because everyone was just behind me, supporting me. So I really felt the best. I never went downhill mentally. I was so positive. All the 6 months I trained. Everything I could do, I just done it and done extra. And yeah, it showed, because in December I fought and I won. So I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
I think that the mentality behind the injury certainly helped it recover quicker, I feel like, for you, because you often hear like the placebo effect, obviously that through your mindset and through different injuries, you can increase the rehabilitation process quicker through obviously being stronger in the mind rather than kind of sitting back and going, oh, everyone's against me, oh, my life's shit, my life's ruined. And as you said, you had a very strong team around you that believed in you and wanted you to come out better on the other side.
Definitely.
It's very, because I feel like a lot of fighters, you know, they get injured, they get a little bump in the road, as they say, and they stop.
They don't want it.
And that just shows them who the real fighters are.
That is it, bro. Look, I think, in my opinion, depression is a luxury, bro. It means you have time to be depressed.
That's deep. That's good.
Facts. You have too much time. Because if you're focusing on a goal, you don't have time to be depressed. You don't have time to sit and whinge. Because you just want to get there. Yes, I was hurt when it hurt me, when I had the surgery. My feelings were hurt because I could see everyone progressing. Like the ranking, took her off from the ranking. I see everyone just working and killing it, winning titles. I want to be doing that. So what's the only way to do it? Fucking get ready. That's it. Work harder so you can get back in the ring faster. I think if you sit back and you get depressed, you're never going to be a champion, bro. Like, you're a loser from the start. Just fucking do it, man. Otherwise, why are you fighting for? Because money ain't no money in Muay Thai. You ain't fighting for money, bro.
No.
You're fighting for a legacy and for your name to be known and to show the love for the sport. Yes, there are money with sponsorships and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's much better than before, I think.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
There is way better money now. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, for me, the main thing in this sport is the mindset, because it's a tough people sport.
Yeah.
You can't hide. It's not a team sport. It is a team sport, don't take me wrong. But when you're in the ring, you on your own, bro. Like, yes, there is your corner, man. But your corner, your team don't get elbowed in the face. You do. Yeah. So when you're caught, you got to find that thing deep inside you that, why am I in this ring now? You got to really feel why. So once you know your why, then you will find your way. I think, in my opinion.
That was a very powerful...
Yeah, you need to know your why.
I think a lot of people watching this interview will take a lot of motivation just from that, because, like, look, there's one thing hearing someone saying that just as a whole, the seeing yourself, like we've trained previously, as I've stated years ago, and now I think this is the first card that me and you are going to be on, which is in March in Muay Thai Grand Prix.
Yeah.
And it's very special to see you come back from all that time out of injury and dealing with injury while fighting. And holding pads you there before, snappy, crisp. You know, the snappy Amro that's going to come back in March and put on a show.
Definitely.
And I think like that alone will motivate so many people that aren't even in the sports. Like, fuck, I want to try this.
Yeah,
I want to give this a go.
I hope so.
No, mate, I hope so. That's pucker. But like, so obviously you've touched a lot on mental health with that. We'll move on. You work with some big brands. Obviously you touched on with sponsorship.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people kind of engage with myself and go, you know, how do you make this sport full time? So how can you explain for you, obviously you're in here coaching a lot, but equally you're in here training a lot.
Yeah.
How do you make Muay Thai your lifestyle now? How do you make it a full time?
So until 2020, I was still working a restaurant because I couldn't really afford to give up the restaurant yet to then and just become a PT, or because I didn't have enough sponsors, not enough clients, so I was building it slowly.
Yeah.
But then once I got enough clients, then I gave up the restaurant because I knew that was my dream. Restaurants hours are too crazy to make.
Yeah.
Also on board now, I got some good sponsors. So I got Leone, which is one of my favorite brands. I've always inspired to be wearing Leone since a young age because it's a huge brand in Italy.
Italian brand, isn't it?
We've been wearing it even as kids in school. You wear a Leone, you know you were a cool kid. Because you know it's like boxers brand. So when you're a child, you want the Leone tracksuit because you want to think, in your neighborhood, you want everyone to think, this guy is tough, he's wearing Leone, blah, blah, blah. So I always looked up to Leone, and luckily they signed me this year. Just September last year, sorry. So with Leone, we're doing a great job. Like, we're sponsoring it a lot, and it's already so big in Europe, but we're trying to get a bit bigger in the UK as well.
Yeah.
That's one sponsor. Then I got Eurosat, which is a an Italian brand as well, but with supplements. So you know how it is. It does save you a lot of money. How expensive protein and stuff like this are. So they're amazing as well. Discount code in my bio. And then I got a 2-year deal with On Running, which I believe that's massive. So I'm the first ever Muay Thai fighter to be signed.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man. So we recently introduced a pair of trainers in Milan, which is they're gonna come out this autumn or summer 2024. It's designed, usually On Running is not as big because it's not as big in the boxing sport or Muay Thai, or because they focus a lot on runners.
Yeah.
That's why it's called On Running. So it's a lot of marathon, stuff like that. You will see it in a lot of people that they do the marathons or like racing, you will see them wearing On Running. Super comfortable shoes. But now they're designing a pair of trainers that is gonna be more for explosiveness, boxing. So I went down to Milan to introduce this new trainer. So these trainers are really amazing, and I'm looking forward to keep working with them. And basically in Milan, we were the face of it, kind of. So we're really happy with where we're going so far. And yeah, On Running is a great sponsorship, to be fair.
Mega.
It's crazy, yeah, it's very good.
And like, I've seen like loads of guys that I chill with and train with, they were On Running, you know, and it's like one of them brands that have massively come up in the running scene recently, but they're also very fashionable.
Yeah, 100%.
I say, look, the bollocks.
Yeah, they
like, do you know what I mean? Like, I still don't have a pair, so maybe On Running can start me out with
Maybe
a pair,
I'll hook him up.
But yeah, going back to Leone, like Leone was a big one for me when I seen you working with them, because obviously Giorgio Petrosian,
That's it,
big name in Muay Thai, you know, one of the legends of the game.
100%.
He was one of the first that I've ever seen wear Leone, and it's been around for, obviously for years before he was around. So I mean, to see you working with them as such a fucking vibey character in the game, it's like it goes hand in hand.
Thank you.
You know, you got Italian Amro here, sponsored by some of the best brands, and it's amazing to see you working with them.
Love.
So you're sponsored by them. Obviously, you PT here in the gym, in Gym Box.
Yeah.
So what's your day like? How many clients roughly would you do a day around training? How much would you train a day, a week?
So it's hard to do it, but I try to do about 20 to 25 a week.
So that's 20, 25 hours on PT.
Yeah, on PTs, hours. And that's about 5 PTs a day if you're working 5 days a week. But I work 7 days a week because I work Sundays as well, because I teach class on a Sunday. So I try to spread them out in a way that I do 20 to 25 PTs on 7 days.
Right.
So I have enough time to train and rest. So many people forget to rest, but if you don't rest, you're gonna get so many injuries. So also the fact that you don't only train, you also hold pads, which is a huge impact on your body.
Yeah.
People don't realize how tough it is to actually train full-time as a professional fighter and then go back to the gym and hold 5, 6 PTs in a row.
And they want to go
And
hard.
they go hard, obviously, like they're paying you to hit hard. So you take the full impact, and the weights are different. Sometimes you train girls that maybe they weigh 50 kilos, but then you got the boys 105. You know, like, as a 63 kilogram fighter, holding for 105 kilos is paid. Fucking paid. But yeah, we're pushing through it.
And you mentioned, obviously, you know, your rest in between it.
Yeah.
How many times did you see, obviously you mentioned your osteopath or your physio.
Yeah.
How many times did you see her during a monthly basis?
Yeah, I try to see, if I'm in full camp once a week,
Cool.
I have to. Because obviously I'm training super hard. It's not only about Muay Thai, you have the SNC to deal with.
Yeah.
You go to gyms and do boxing, sparring. There's the schedule just because the running, the sprints, the schedule becomes just so intense. So you need that one day of you releasing your body and having a massage. And also closer to the camp, closer to fights, I always try to take Sundays off. So I get someone to cover my class, which is most of the time is my right hand, Elena Cresci.
Yeah, big shout out, big shout out.
Big shout out to Elena. Yeah, now you're in Thailand. Fuck, I have no one to cover me, so I have to be here every day. So
I'll get back and help you out a little bit.
come back. yeah. So luckily she always like helped me and stuff. So yeah, it's good. It's good. I try to manage to get everything in.
Yeah, I think that's like a major factor for people, like especially as obviously every fighter wants to get sponsored, every fighter wants everything for free. But to get to that level, to get sponsorship and recognition, you have to invest into your physio training. You have to invest into your S&C.
100%.
Because the thing is, like, fighters are evolutionizing more and more every day. Like, you see fighters coming in that can do PBs with weights. They're flexible as fuck. They're getting acupuncture done every week. And these little things that fighters are doing are what are showing in the ring and being more adaptable, fluid, and obviously less injuries.
Definitely.
That's a good point. And so kind of more advice to young up and coming fighters out there is focus on your shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't be ignorant to what needs to be done, because what will happen is you'll be on such a trajectory and you'll be going to the top and then bang.
100%.
You gotta take a year out of training. What?
And that was me before. I wouldn't invest in my health. It's like I'll train hard, and then I wouldn't want to spend £60 for a massage because I want to save my money. I want to do this. I want to do that. But the reality is, if you want to do this full time, you gotta have to pay. It's like this perspective of fighters just asking for free stuff. What do you bring to the table that I have to give you free stuff for? That's reality. It's like when you approach a brand, what do you offer? When you approach a physio and you tell him, do acupuncture for free, what do you offer to that physio that he has to spend his time and his needles and everything to put in your body for free? Why? That's what I don't get sometimes. Like a lot of fighters now, they just want free stuff, as you mentioned, and stuff like that. But I believe there is always two sides. Like, you gotta give me something, so I give you something back.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, everyone wants things for free, but what do you really bring to the table? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's my biggest.
As you said, depression's a luxury. People will cry when people don't give something to them.
Exactly, and I think that's I don't think that's a mentality I grew up with, and that's why I'm very good to do with this, because I know since a young age to get something, I gotta have to do something. Do you know what I mean? So it's never been, I'll have it. If you grew up with with the mindset that give, take without giving, that means you've been spoiled.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You grow up with bad habits.
Exactly. And I think
Sometimes comes from your parents, comes from your grandma, your granddad, whatever. Someone in your youth has gave you a wrong impression of life, because you really, really need to understand that to take something, you got to give. And that is it. There is nothing else.
You know what? You say that. Wait there. There was something I saved on my phone the other day. Obviously, we come across motivational quotes all the time. And basically, this quote is, a sign of intelligence is an awareness of one's own ignorance.
Fire.
And I think that for me, I read this like a week ago.
That's my style.
And it's so true though.
It is.
Because when you realize your own ignorance, that takes your intelligence to a new level, because you know what you're fucking up on
100%.
and you know what you're ignoring.
100%.
And I feel like what you're saying there as a whole, especially for like when we're talking about sponsorships and going somewhere with teams or whatever, you're not going, oh yeah, I deserve all this. But they're looking at you and thinking, no, you're an arsehole. You're thinking you're entitled.
That's what I recommend to up-and-coming fighters.
Yeah.
Your question was, what about the up-and-coming fighters? What would you want to tell them? In my opinion, it's this. Just let your work do the talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, work hard. One of the guys you interviewed recently and I highly respect, and he's killing it, is Alfie. One of my favorite, man. That kid is special.
Big shout out, Alfie.
Yeah, shout out to Alfie, like, special kid, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unreal talent in the UK.
Well, I've only been doing it like, what, 3 to 4 years?
Yeah, the kid is a talent.
Number 8 in Rajadam.
Great mindset as well, like, he's very solid.
Yeah.
As a personality as well, not just as a fighter, because mentally he's solid. And
I
that's
think,
what I like.
as you said about personality, you have to realize that fighters are fighters, which is cool. And the overall vision of fighters is and then can't talk. I feel like a massive aspect of being a fighter now as well is you need to be able to do this.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, if you can't, you don't have to be super intelligent, but I mean, like, be able to talk. Yeah, be able to talk about why, what got you into it and why you love doing it. Not everything's about, I had a rough upbringing or rough this, rough that. No, it's because you love fighting.
Yeah.
You love what it brings you. It brings you to that place that no one else that don't do it will ever understand.
Yeah.
And it's like when you're in there, you can explain to someone why you do this, but they'll never fully understand why you truly love it.
Definitely.
And why this is such a big part of your life,
Everyone had a rough upbringing. Everyone had a rough one. Like, everyone will have a not nice time when they were kids, or like, find me one person that is happy their entire life. It don't exist. Do you know what I mean? So talking about blah 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 blah, I don't think is what make you a fighter. It may have got you to start fighting, but it doesn't make you the fighter you are today.
No.
You may start because you were from the blocks, or because you were dealing drugs, or because that and that got you the motivation to start. But once you start, I think you should forget your past and focus on your future. Like, don't worry anymore about.
Everyone has a story, but at the end of the day, we don't have time to listen to it.
That's it.
All we have time to do is go forward and keep crafting.
I'm gonna steal that one.
I think this interview is really special to me, and it's I find it really special because when I first moved over here and obviously trained at different gyms, Amro was one of the first out of 5 mates that I used to chill with a lot outside of training. And it was a lot of this kind of discussion, and it's bringing a lot of the 10 years ago version of us.
It's crazy.
Which is fucking cool and special. But then it takes me on now to the next part, Amro, because I feel like we've spoken about so much that will give so many people so much inspiration and knowledge to take it into training and fighting. I want to know what's next for you. What's coming up for you with fight-wise, and what the fuck do you want out of Muay Thai over the next year? What are you expecting?
So what's next is March 23rd, MTGP. I can't announce who's I'm fighting yet or what or anything. Hopefully MTGP will announce it soon. But yeah, contract is signed, everything is done, so that's good. Then June 8th, I'm booked to fight in Turin, Italy. That's another big fight as well, so I'm very happy with that. Then probably, obviously as everyone, the dream is to debut in one. Everyone says that. One championship. It's a dream, 100%. But I'm stopping chasing it. That's it. I'm gonna focus on my present. If one championship comes, I'll be happy. If it doesn't come, that's God's plan. So what I want to focus on is my life, my wife, my training, my lifestyle, my family. I want to focus on what's around me, my team. I need to stop looking too far away, because then it feels like you're just chasing it, and it just gets further and further and further. Yeah. After getting injured, I realized that stop chasing things, because things only happens when you stop chasing it. And I genuinely believe if you work hard enough, things will come to you. So you don't have to chase them. So that's what's next for me. Enjoy my life. Shout out to my wife. Oh, I love you.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it.
I love that. And it's like, everyone has the folks, all right, what's the dream? What's this, what's that? And it's like, until you act upon it in any way, nothing's ever going to happen. You can say, I want this and I want that in the future. That's wicked. Turn that want into getting it.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn that want into the graph.
Yeah, don't take me wrong. I'll always have a vision.
Yeah.
My vision is always the same, to become a champion, to lift up the belt as everyone that start fighting. I can't see anyone that started fighting and goes like, my vision is to lose every fight. Everyone want to win, right?
Yeah.
So my vision is always that. But at the same time, I just want to work hard. That's it. I just want to graft and see where it gets me to. That's it. I'm just going to put the work in as I've always been doing, but I just want to work. If I want to give that 1% more every day. And that's it. And I'll see where it goes. That's what's next for me.
Perfect. Well, as Amro said, March 23rd, he is fighting on MTGP.
Ciarain too.
In Crystal Palace, London. This is about you, though, bro. This is about
Ciarain too, man.
So,
shut down.
So we're both fighting on MTGP on March 23rd in Crystal Palace in London. Obviously, you can hit him or myself, but mainly him, because this is his episode, not mine. You can hit him up for tickets, or you can buy them through the website on Muay Thai Grand Prix. So, I mean, Amro, that's been a tremendous interview. I mean, I think we've hit so many points, and what's funny is that I've left my notes here, and I've not read them. I've looked at a couple of things, and I was
It feels like when we were at the CAF chatting 10 years ago, the exact same.
bro, and you know what it is? It's, I think to kind of hit the nail on the head about Muay Thai, but like martial arts in general, you can't buy this.
Yeah,
you can't. I get you need to buy a gym membership. So for all the smart artists out there, I get that. But even still, shout someone. If you've never done Muay Thai and you want to shout him, me, someone in the scene, no one will turn you down for getting you into pads or showing you an introductory. Because trust me, you can make some of the best friendships in the world ever through martial arts and through other stuff as well. But I find martial arts it solidifies that pureness. And it brings out the best in you. And, you know, you can't lie with martial arts. You know, when you turn up training, you know if someone's been training.
That's it.
If you haven't been training, you say, oh, I swear I've been training. You haven't.
They're going to find out immediately.
And I think that makes you an honest person. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying people that have done martial arts, haven't done martial arts, aren't honest people. But I feel martial arts finesses that honesty. And it purifies it. And mate, I'm so happy that you sat down and spoke today.
Lovely seeing you.
Honestly, it really means a lot. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on episode 5 of Between the Rounds with a very close friend of mine, Amro Ghanem, fighting out at Team 2, previous UK number 6 at 63 kilos. And I have no doubt he's going to be back in that top 10, top 5, maybe even top 3 by the end of this year.
I will.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a lovely one. It's Ciarain here from Leapfrog Fight TV, as fucking always. Good luck.
Let's go. That's it. That was sick, man. What?
Available on Android and Apple devices. Download the Leapfrog Fight TV app and enjoy a whole host of shows as part of your membership.